Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today what we are going to be doing is part 2 of our 2024 Democratic primary series. And today is the first contest, which is the Iowa caucuses. Looking at the opinion polls for Iowa, as you can see on your screen, you can see that AOC for the longest time has led in polls. However, it has definitely tightened. She did have quite a big spike in mid to late January, and Harris was also leading previously. However, it has become very, very close between AOC, Harris, Yang, Buttigieg, Whitmer, who has been rising in the polls ever since her debate performances, along with Andrew Cuomo. Looking at the fundraising numbers in the state of Iowa, AOC leads the pack with almost $400,000 in the bank, followed by Pete Buttigieg with about $315,000. Then it is Vice President Harris with a little over $250,000, tied with Yang, and Cuomo. The rest of the candidates have not received over $150,000 in campaign contributions. Looking at the amount of days spent in the state of Iowa, back in 2020, it was pretty significant. Amy Klobuchar spent the most amount of time in the state of Iowa, earned some delegates. Pete Buttigieg spent the second most amount, earned a bit of delegates, along with Bernie Sanders. They all spent the most amount of time in the state of Iowa and did quite well. Looking at who spent the most amount of time in Iowa this time around, it was Pete Buttigieg, followed by Andrew Yang, Kennedy, Abrams, and Cuomo. Next up, we have the Iowa debate performance. In the 1st of February, there was a debate between the following Democratic candidates. Everyone who is performing above 2% in the opinion polls were invited to the debate. Overall, of the debaters, AOC, Gretchen Whitmer, Andrew Yang, and Kamala Harris had the best positive approval ratings coming out of the debate. However, some candidates such as Gavin Newsom, Stacey Abrams, and even Gretchen Whitmer still do not have, voters do not have an opinion necessarily on them after the debate. Looking at the issues that are impacting Iowans, the number one issue for Iowans would be the healthcare system. Despite the reforms that Joe Biden and his administration have put forward, it still is number one in their thoughts as they push for Medicare for all. Next up is the economy. The environment. Then it's the economy, education, foreign policy, income inequality, technology. A lot of these are newer issues that were not found in previous elections, such as automation and technology. But due to the ever-changing climate of the 2024 presidential race, a lot of factors are taking into place. Looking at the presidential approval in the state of Iowa, President Joe Biden previously was negatively approved in the state of Iowa by a couple of percentage points. However, with a spike in November and January especially, he has been leading in the state of Iowa by a couple points, being positively approved of. So we have some strategic political projection breaking news. So we have the first slate of candidates we have the first precincts reporting in the state of Iowa. Currently, Andrew Cuomo is leading the pack, followed by AOC, Pete Buttigieg, and Kamala Harris. The next candidates would be Andrew Yang, Gretchen Whitmer, Gavin Newsom, and Andy Bashar. The candidates polling in the last of places so far would be Stacey Abrams, Joe Kennedy, and Cory Booker. This is the current precinct map, as you can see on your screen. Orange stands for Andrew Cuomo, brown for Gretchen Whitmer, purplish pink, that is AOC's. The black means that there is no vote. Green is for Kamala Harris, and gray is for Pete Buttigieg, along with the dark blue being Andrew Yang's counties. Again, we have some strategic political projection breaking news. So we have some more votes coming in from the state of Iowa with 89% of precincts reporting now. AOC now has taken the lead, followed by Vice President Harris, entrepreneur Andrew Yang, and Governor Cuomo. Next up would be Pete Buttigieg, Gretchen Whitmer, Gavin Newsom, and Andy Bashar. The following candidates would be Stacey Abrams, Joe Kennedy, and Cory Booker. This is the updated precinct map of the state of Iowa. Very, very mixed. However, AOC Harris and Buttigieg and Yang and Cuomo all seem to be doing pretty well. We have some strategic political projections breaking news. So this comes at no surprise after tonight's performance, but Cory Booker has dropped out of the 2024 presidential race. He ran back in 2020 and dropped out before the primaries. Now he made it to the primaries, but dropped out after very low performances in the Iowa caucuses. In addition to that, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has won the Iowa caucuses. She has basically defied all odds, all special interests, in winning the Iowa caucuses. Looking at the results, with 99% of precincts reporting, these are not the 100% official results. However, AOC has won with about 18% of the first instant votes, followed by Andrew Cuomo, Andrew Yang, and Vice President Harris. Next up, we have Pete Buttigieg, Gretchen Whitmer, and Gavin Newsom, along with Andy Bashar. And coming in the last of places, we have Stacey Abrams, Joe Kennedy, and Cory Booker. So what you have on your screen right now is the final precinct map. As you can see, AOC has dominated the state of Iowa with some impressive showings also by Andrew Cuomo, Andrew Yang, and Vice President Harris not doing as great as she hoped for tonight. However, she does have many other states to win. So looking at the first final alignment vote, AOC has improved her lead, followed by Cuomo, Yang, and Harris. Harris actually losing some votes in the final. Next up is the second slate of candidates, Pete Buttigieg. All of these candidates actually lost votes due to their thresholds not being met. However, Pete Buttigieg received 8.6% of the votes, followed by Whitmer, Newsom, and Bashar. The last place of candidates, once more, they drastically reduced their margins even more so. Stacey Abrams being in 9th, followed by Kennedy and Booker. Looking at the amount of delegates being awarded tonight, Ocasio-Cortez has received 13 delegates, followed by Cuomo and Yang, both receiving 9, and Vice President Harris receiving 6. In addition to that, Pete Buttigieg and Gretchen Whitmer both received 2 delegates. All other candidates received 0. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next up would be the New Hampshire primaries. I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe. Please let me know if you think that these results would be accurate, if you think anything would be different, or if you think that anything drastically would change. If there's any surprise candidates jump in at the race at such a late stage or anything like that, please let me know in the comments below, and thank you.